See the babies?
Here's the babies.
I don't know if y'all can even tell them apart.
Yeah, they're hard to tell apart.
And they don't like to be held that much.
Yeah, they do when they want to be held. But
It's my tail.
he's got the boy.
This is Bones. That's Tabitha Ann.
Tabby Ann and
Tabby
Bones. Yeah, we've had them now for, I think, 3 weeks. Yeah, they both look alike. They're real loving, and when we went to the pound, not the pound, we went to animal shelter to get them. We told them we wanted brothers, and so they told us, well, here's 2 brothers, and of course you know how pitiful they look in the cages and stuff, and they don't let them roam around and stuff. They were 4 months old, and
We've had them a month.
We've had about 3 weeks, haven't we?
3 weeks.
3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks.
Took them to the vet.
But, so, we brought them home that day. We didn't think we was going to be able to. But they put the chips in them and gave them their last shots. And so we brought them home, and we thought we had 2 brothers. So when
we got a little girl, see what cut her hair and everything.
Hold her up for the camera, honey, see if they can. She's down a little bit, baby. They can see her face. Look at her. Raise up, Tabby. But so when we went, we had to, we paid to get them, and that included their shots, and they're getting spayed and neutered. And we thought we had 2 boys, and so when we went to take them, we had to take them to a vet in that area. They wouldn't let us take it to a vet in our area, but when they went to go get them fixed, honey, they told us that we had a little boy and a little girl. And their personalities are so different, aren't they, honey?
Oh, yeah.
Well, when we first got them, we thought one brother was way dominant more than the other one.
Turned out to be the girl.
It was the girl that was so dominant. I mean, the boy would hold back and let her eat, and she'd be all over him, biting him and playing, but as Bones gets older, he's got more brave with her and stuff, and she did outweigh him, but now he outweighs her, doesn't he, honey?
Yep.
But we're so happy that we got 2 of them, aren't we, baby?
Well, they're happier than what we are, I believe. They play all the time, running, chasing, fighting. Poor Jasper, all he had to fight or to play with was me, and I was too rough with him.
Yeah, and I was loving on him, but I play with him some too. But Jasper is so different than these kittens right here, aren't they, honey?
Oh.
And when we got Jasper, he's like 5 weeks old, and these were 4 months old. Now they're the 13th, they'll be 5 months old, and that first night we brought them home, they put them in a box, because we didn't take a carrier with us.
We under the impression that they were going to take care of everything.
Yeah, we were thought that they had a vet there that would spay them or neuter them, and that we would pick them up the next day. But they had so many animals over there, didn't they, honey?
Oh, the place smelled so bad.
Yeah, and my sister said, man, it's really changed, since they adopted their dog over there. But anyway, so honey, shockingly, we got to bring them home that day in a box, and honey, they just cried me out, didn't they, honey? But when we brought them home and we let them out of that box, they went plumb wild, didn't they, James?
Yeah, it took them 4 days to get used to us. About a week.
Tell them what they did that day.
What do you remember?
They did not stop. They went for 6 or 7 hours. They was all over this house, wasn't they, honey? Playing, jumping, and carrying on, and...
Well, they've been in a cage.
They've been in a cage probably for 3 or 4 months. And they were like wild animals, honey. And they just had such a good time. They jumped all over everything. And they played for hours and hours and hours. And of course they wouldn't come to us, would they, honey?
No.
And finally the little girl started coming to me, which I didn't know it was a little girl, But Bones has finally come to me now, and they're both really loving, aren't they, honey?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, but it's been an experience, We still haven't let him upstairs, but we will one day let him upstairs.
Oh yeah, they'll get to exploring up there. We'll never see him.
Yeah, probably not. But yeah, we're happy we got him. Are you happy we got him, honey?
Oh yeah, happy to go.
We took him and got him neutered. Like I said, they said we had a little girl and a little boy. And I tell you what, both of us was upset that the shelter could not tell that we had a little girl.
Well, either that, the way I see it, they didn't want to separate the two, little boy, little girl.
They had
didn't
them
want to
both
separate
as
them.
males, though, on their adoption papers.
Yeah.
They had them as males. And James and I almost got 3 cats, didn't we, honey?
Yeah, we were looking at another set that
2
had,
brothers and a sister.
yeah, we didn't want to bust them up.
Exactly. Yeah, you know, we didn't want to bust them up. And then finally, you know, they had these 2 males. But they had such sweet little cats over there. I swan, wasn't they, baby? I mean.
Oh, really nice.
And they'd come to the cage
Easy,
and just
good temper.
climb all over them cages wanting you to pet them and stuff. And it was hard choosing. It really was. But, so we went and got them spayed. We went and got them spayed and neutered. And, honey, that day we brought him home, Bones. It didn't faze him one bit, did it, honey? He was playing. And Tabby, though, she was down for almost a week, wasn't she, honey? Mm-hmm. She just laid and slept around and went and play with her brother.
She was cut on.
He
was cut on, but not in the way she was.
No, and we took him, when was it, honey? Wednesday. And they got their
stitches taken out.
She got her stitches taken out. And, you know, when we brought him home, I noticed, well, James found a scab in the floor, didn't you, honey? And I noticed
I found a bunch of fur.
Yeah, a bunch of fur. And I noticed on Bones, he had 2 sores on the back of his legs. And they were about as big as a quarter, weren't they, honey? Mm-hmm. And just raw as could be. And when we got to checking Tabby, she had the same thing, but her scabs hadn't fell off. And we don't understand how in the world they got those injuries. And the vet said he could not understand unless they were in wire cages. And I cannot remember if their cage had wires on the bottom. I cannot remember that.
Oh, I don't know.
But anyway, honey, I was putting polysporin on them, and they were healing up. But when we took them to the vet, he took Tabby's stitches out. And he gave them 2, both of them got antibiotic shots to heal their little sores on the back of their legs. But
it's a cat
oh, yeah.
Cat person.
The vet we take him to loves cats. But it's not the same vet we took Jasper to. Right. I would never take another animal of mine to where we took Jasper.
It's not, we don't, it's just because of Jasper.
Well, it's not because of Jasper. I don't think he has a good manner with me. Here's what he is. I know I've said it before in a video. He thinks animals are just animals. And you know, once you have an animal in your house for 10 or 15 years, or long, I mean, even shorter time than that, they're members of the family, you know? And to him, they were just animals. And so he treated him like that, you know, and I felt like it's almost like a child, you know, Jasper.
Well, let's not get off that too far. I'm still working on the car. Still ain't doing what I'd like for it to. Still putting parts on it. I'm a parts changer, not a mechanic.
Oh, my Lord.
Anyway,
it's not been a happy time with that car, has it, honey?
It's not been very good.
But
it's mostly because I'm like I said, not a mechanic, but I want to work on it.
James, you do good on engines. He always has done good on engines.
I can get them to run.
This car right here has been a challenge for him, that's for sure. But James has been retired for like 5 weeks now.
Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. You're absolutely right, Rock. I love it.
And Moosey, you know, Moosey said you'd love it.
Yeah,
you know?
thank you, Moosey.
Yeah, Moosey, he don't think a thing about not going to work. And, you know, to me, it's so natural for James just to be home. I thought it was going to be, you know, trying to learn to live with each other. But I told him, I said, I don't even think about it. It's just natural to have you home all the time. And
she expects me to go out the door anytime.
No, I don't. But, yeah, it's been good, and we've had a time with our insurance, and...
Of all the things that I didn't think we'd have problems with, It's the insurance.
And, you know, they raised all the deductibles on the medical side. And then on the prescription side, some of our medicines, they want us to pay exorbitant amounts of money, like
well, they have to pay an
$700.
exorbitant amount of money.
They're very expensive medications, but they want,
work.
Yeah, they work, but they want.
They're the best that we've had.
But like they want James to pay $700 some.
You're gonna see me in a year's time. I'm gonna be skinning bones. Seems like that's when the body works the best, when you're skinny.
Yeah. Well, we hope that James and I both, because of this, and we should have done it a long time ago.
Oh, most definitely.
But anyway, I mean, as far as just everything's wonderful except for just that prescription side of the medication. I mean, the other I can handle that, but as far as James has got his Social Security and stuff, and his pension started, and you know, we're real happy, and
I wish everybody was doing so.
Yeah, for sure. James has got two brothers that struggles, and
well, there's not only them, there's so many other people that's gotten laid off and don't have any kind of...
Yeah, the coal mines are still...
getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, one of the companies around here announced they're going to lay off 2,000 more men.
I'm sorry to say, the politicians in my eyes, not to get into politics, but the politicians have caused this, and not saying that it's not needed. I'm not saying that it's not needed. What I'm saying is they're doing it so fast that putting so many people here in Appalachia in a bind. It's not only West Virginia, it's Kentucky, it's Ohio, it's Illinois, it's Virginia, it's probably even some in North Carolina.
In the South too. I mean,
there's mines down there in Alabama.
And you know what it is, you know, it's like I blame our politicians too, because they should have seen this coming 30 years ago.
But the sad thing is they're not doing anything to help these people. They gave extensions on unemployment. But that's a short-term thing. There's no long-term thing.
Well, I read the other day they're going to have retraining for these miners. But what the problem is,
I retired. All right, Social Security's not looking good. If politicians have their way, they're going to cut it. My union retirement thing is not.
It's always in jeopardy.
It's in jeopardy. All of it's in jeopardy because of politicians and the way they've invested the money and stuff.
But I read online they're going to have retraining for these miners, but the problem is around here is that our terrain is so bad and our roads are so bad that no companies want to come in here and start businesses. That's the problem. And I'm talking about companies that pay a living wage. I mean, you can't feed a family on McDonald's wages. I mean, or Walmart wages. You can't pay bills and live.
They're raising taxes. One of my neighbors said that he was told that they're going to raise property taxes, even on the disabled people.
And I tell you what, I mean, I know.
We pay a fortune.
Well, we do, but James, if you realized what other people in other states pay, that's like I was talking to a friend in New York, and she said she paid $2,000 for 20.
Our lot, we've not got a big lot or a big home. And we're outrageous. It's outrageous. Yeah. I mean, it's like I own 100,000 acres.
But I know compared to other parts of the country, I mean, we don't. Everybody would say we'd love to pay what you pay, but it's hard, you know. But anyway, we wanted to get on here and make a video.
That's right. I'm sorry. We don't mean to. I don't mean to put. You know, it's a little bit of a...
It's just something what you was thinking about, baby.
Can't get it off my mind hardly either.
Yeah, well, you know, I told James, and I've said it before.
And we're not the only ones involved in this.
We're so blessed, though. We are so blessed.
Oh Lord,
my gosh.
Yes.
And, you know,
Lord Jesus is really
blessed. Thank the Lord
us.
For, you know, we shouldn't complain, should we, baby?
No, shouldn't. But you hurt for other people just as much as you hurt for yourself.
Yeah. But anyway, we hope everybody out there is doing good, don't we, baby?
Yes, we do. I've had a cold for the last 3 or 4 days.
I said, don't kiss me. Don't kiss me.
Don't breathe on me.
Don't breathe on me.
Breathe on me.
But it's good to see a video from Judy and Rock and everybody.
That's
and
right.
Bess really stepped up and started videoing again, you know.
And we hope everybody's animals are doing very well.
Yeah.
Or friends. Their friends.
Yeah, some of our friends on YouTube's been in the hospital, and you know, we wish them the best and hope that they're better and getting well and healing. And
That's right.
it's an old rainy day here today, isn't it, baby?
Yeah, it's lightening up a little bit. One of them's passed by.
James said, honey, I ain't going to do a thing today. I said, that's all right. I'm not going to either. I have been making jewelry. Been making bracelets. Doing new patterns and stuff. Next time I make a video, I'll show you all that. But they don't want to keep them too long.
No, we've already been on here way too long.
We love you guys. We hope y'all have a great weekend. And
That's right, YouTubers.
yeah, this is James and Melissa vlogging and updating,
From in the holler.
reporting from up in the holler. Bye, everybody.
Bye, peoples.